Everything in life is easier when you know more good people. And so that means if you want to do a real estate deal, if you only know 10 people, are you going to have the best information to do the deal? Of course not. You're not going to have a lawyer. You're not going to have all this stuff. But if you have a social circle of 1,000 people through the Rockstar group and through the events you've gone to and through a couple of years of experience in the industry, obviously you're going to get a better deal. And it's like if you want to get Maple Leaf tickets and you only have 5 friends, well, you probably ain't going to get good Maple Leaf tickets. But if you have a social network of 500 people and you like put it out on your Facebook page, hey, it's my son's birthday. I'd love to get Maple Leaf tickets. Does anybody know anybody? I know that the Habs are coming to town. Well, if you have 500 people who then also know 150 to 300 people each, now you're tapping into a network of 15,000 people or so. And that's when you're going to get the tickets, right? And so I've made most of the money in my life. I've gotten the best shape in my life. And I even met my wife all because I knew more good people. And I set my ego aside and I asked for help. And I said, hey, this is what I'm looking for. You know me. Can you help me out with this? And so that's something that's very important. And that's why you run events. That's why we run events, to bring good people together. Because if you are out there, we use the phrase lonely entrepreneur island because we coach entrepreneurs. But for you, you would say, if you're out there on lonely real estate investor island, and I know what that's like, right? Like you come to our events and you get all jazzed up and then you go home and everybody in your social circle, whether you work at a factory, whether you work at a bank, whether you work by yourself, everybody else is like, hey man, let's go on the weekend. Let's go play golf or let's go drinking or whatever. And you're like, oh, but I got to go and look at this property. Oh, go look at another property, and they drag you down when you're on lonely real estate investor island. And so that's why you have to stay plugged into the tribe, because if you don't, it can demoralize you. And